Hello, my beautiful divine souls, beings of light, extensions of divine source energy. That's you, nothing less than that. You're beautiful, you're powerful, you're a creator, you're extensions of divine source energy. Call it whatever you want to call it, beautiful divine soul. Some people call it the Tao, some other people call it Allah, Buddha, Jesus. All of those are names that, you know, us divine souls having a human experience, we tend to go by traditions, by what they taught us from generation to generation. So whatever you want to call it, it's fine. You just got to know that you're extensions of that divine source energy. And this is a reminder I give in all my videos, in all the videos that I give. So for that, this is a spiritual channel for you to help you remember the true divinity of who you really are in this age of Aquarius, in this age of the mass awakening. So for that, I encourage you to start looking the back behind me, do your sun gazing. I just finished doing my sun gazing meditation. uh, be like this little world over here revolving around with those feet. Make that connection with Mother Earth, Pachamama Gaia. Make you grounding, because your body will heal at well, a will, once you start making that connection. As you know, Mother Earth is powerful. We're going this transition to the 5D conscience with Mother Earth, Pachamama Gaia, and this 144,000 masters giving you this message of empowerment and knowledge. And for you to remember, everything that I'm telling you is already, you already know, and it's encoded in your DNA and in your subconscious mind. And it's been there from all your previous incarnations. The reason that you don't remember is because the trauma you have in karma, you're cleansing that karma from generation to generation, from incarnation to incarnation. And you're cleansing your family's karma as well. So for all of you that are new to the channel, beautiful divine soul, I encourage you to join this channel. Like and share if you're going to resonate with these messages, and send to somebody that's going to benefit from this, from these messages. And also, don't forget to drink your water, bless your water, because 70% of your body is water. And then with the water that you send into intention, you're blessing this water. This water is alive, it's powerful, it's life, beautiful divine soul. You put it inside your body and you start healing yourself at will. There's no disease. If you have that power of intention of healing your body and everything, nothing can harm you, beautiful divine soul. You're as powerful as that. This body is really powerful. You can activate your longevity genes. You can activate your healing properties as well. It's your intention. It's coming out of that unconditional love, this beautiful green chakra, and you'll be able to achieve this task. So watch my previous videos on all this. I have between meditations, between messages and all that, I have over 400 videos altogether. And each time the videos get more complicated with more information, because as I stayed on all my videos, there's all these masters giving you these messages on different platforms to help you remember different fields. I mentioned a lot of them on my previous videos. So take advantage of that. Google and go to YouTube. What's the spiritual awakening? Spiritual masters, and I'm gonna pop up all these different masters. The ones that I mentioned: Eckhart Tolle, Abraham Hicks, Dolores Cannon, Wayne Dyer. From new generation, Rap Smart might pop up. Aaron Dougherty, Victor Otto, Daniel Scranton, that channels the Acturians. So all these beautiful masters are over there to empower you, beautiful divine soul. Like I said, be like this little world over here revolving around, and come into this spiritual awakening path to raise your frequency, raise your vibration. So these are for the ones that are new, or to refresh and polish a little bit of what you already know, if you're not new to the channel and you've been following me for a while. So beautiful divine soul, this message of today, as you know, I like to give messages in all types of fields. Some of them might be movies, some of them might be music, a song through a music, through an artist, one of them being one of my favorites would be Mercy Me, and I can only imagine one of those songs. I just had to throw it out there. I got the download. You know, it's messages like that, and this message is no different, beautiful divine soul. This message is it's in regards to a movie called Stone. It's a movie with uh, top of the line actors in Hollywood today. One of them being Robert De Niro, the other one Edward Norton, and Mila Jovovich. Mila Jovovich from the series of there was a series of movies that she made out of a video game where she is the leader and she kills all these monsters and stuff like that. Watch it, beautiful divine soul. I don't want to spoil it for you too much, but it's Mila Jovovich. You're gonna see it. I'm gonna put a link below on the box description in regards to this movie, so you can watch this movie and you can. If you haven't seen it yet, you can find out and you identify with the message of the movie, what I'm talking about. This movie is so beautiful, no different than others. It's in regards of this a spiritual awakening, beautiful divine soul. I'm gonna give a little bit of the plot of the movie. Robert De Niro being the correctional officer, being in charge of the parole department, trying to give parole to Edward Norton, which was a convict, an inmate, and Edward Norton had a wife, which is played by Mila Jovovich, which was what this mischievous woman that it was flirtatious and really, trying to get everybody to do whatever she wanted to do by using her charm and her good looks and stuff like that. I don't want to spoil it too much, but watch this movie, beautiful divine soul. And he happens, so he gets into a love triangle, and to mess up a little bit on the mind of these correctional officers, to try to get him to trying to go in favor of Edward Norton in his parole officer. But what we didn't count on this movie is that Edward Norton, through to the and I mentioned in all my videos, beautiful divine soul, you achieve a spiritual awakening on various situations. So one of them might be when you're really low in your life, when there's nowhere to go, and then you hit bottom, like they say, and there's no way to go but to go up, and then you lost your job, you lost your wife, your relationship, your family, your house, whatever the situation might have been, beautiful divine soul. That's a situation for you to become awake and spiritual awake. There's nowhere to go, and you realize that all the power is within, and you have to come within that beautiful unconditional love and service to others to realize that this is what you need to do, and start living from this awareness of love and service to yourself and others to become awake. The other way will be like the Edward Norton, like his character being in jail, and there's no way to go by knowing that you paid your debt to society, and then you constantly feel that you're being judged when you know that you've done it, you better your life, you're a different person, and then there's no way out but to go out in society and apply that new self, that you higher self that's coming from that from that green flag, which is the divinity, and not the red flag, which is the ego. And then you realize that it's always within you. Either you want to be a prisoner of your ego and be committing these crimes and be a danger to others and society and yourself, or being that beautiful divine soul that you are, and say, get out of my own way and let me help others. So this is the case of Edward Norton, that he became awake, and the way that he relates his message is and it's totally true. The universe, beautiful God, whatever you want to call it, it's frequency and vibration. And then when he states on the movie that on that frequency and vibration, when he states on one particular scene with Robert De Niro, that God comes through you through a different sound, like a tuning fork, which we know in the spiritual world already that we're all vibration and frequency, with vibration entities, extensions of divine source energy, the universe, and then that's how we come in tune to everyone else, and we come together with this one awareness, with this one conscious of everyone in the collective, and we connect to our own divinity, to our own God divine, our higher self within us and everyone else. So this is a perfect message. This movie was done 2010. This was on the transition on the year 2012, when it was the end of the Mayan calendar, when we're going to start the transition to to the shift to the 50 conscious, and it was written. Everybody thought that it was the end of the world, and it was a mistake. It was the end of an era, and for us to become into the transition to the 5D conscience, and it was an announcement to the end of the era of Pisces, which it was ended of year 2020, December 21st, when we have Jupiter and Saturn in conjunction, and then we have this new age of Aquarius now, the age of knowing, not the believing. So it's these particular movies that are designed for us to pay attention and get the message, and awake and remember. And so this is no different. Another Edward Norton plays perfectly, where being a convict and committed these atrocious crimes against his grandparents, and then set him up on fire. I don't want to give you too much of the movie, but through this experience, it was an experience that he needed to go through in order for him to go through a spiritual awakening. Like in my case, I had a profound experience too, in an accident that I'm gonna make another video in the future in regards to that I now that I know all the information. And don't be the mistake, beautiful divine soul. I always use myself as an example. Now that I know most of the stuff in the spiritual awakening, is realizing that the so much things that I know is that I don't know anything. But what I know is that I had to go through this, and I had to play this role here on this incarnation, and had to go through this accident, to this trauma, to help me in this age, in this particular now, in this present moment, for me to know that I need to go through that to be awake. So I chose to do all this with my soul family, my spiritual guides, my supreme beings, the angels and archangels, and everything the soul family that's playing out there. So I had to throw that out there, beautiful divine soul, because if you are in the spiritual awakening, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you're going to vibrate and resonate at this information. But anyways, and another profound message on the movie, it's when and it comes on these books of the Lotus Canon, is when we have to experience all kinds of life as from the beginning of time, as minerals and rocks, as plants and trees, and all kinds of life, the flora and fauna, the animals, and everything else, beautiful divine soul, and it's exactly accurate. You have to know all life forms. That's where you have to come from, this point of knowledge, saying that we're one soul, and we're everything. Everything is us, all itself. So you become with this unconditional love, that you hug trees, you love trees, you're grateful for everything. You love all kinds of forms of animals, because they're energy, and energy connected to you, and you're connected to them, and you have to experience those life forms in previous life forms, back way at the beginning of time. And this is only beautiful divine. So like I said, these videos are going to get more complicated as they go along, and this is only in this planet, in planet Earth. You'll be here from the beginning of time, since the creation. So picture yourself as a number 0, a number 0 with no beginning, no end, or the universe sign, which is like an 8, comes around, and there's no ending. So this is the movie. This is the movie called The Stone, beautiful divine soul, and pay attention to the message. And another particular profound way for you to become awake to is through the use of psychedelics, or those kinds. One of them was the pioneer on this was Ram Dass. So follow his teachings as well, beautiful divine soul. And I tell you that I love you with all my heart, with all my soul. And I'm gonna leave you with the magical word, which is love and light. And one saying from Bienvenido Show, for all of you that are Spanish speaking. It's a beautiful show that says haz el bien sin mirar a quién. It means do good to everyone without prejudice. And I'll leave you with the magic word, which is, like I said, love and light. Talk to you soon. Namaste.